Happy Friday, my fellow strangers. This is Mrs. Strange, and on today's episode for Stranger Universe, I will talk about new behind-the-scenes photos for Stranger Things 5. Before we start, please like, comment, and subscribe to see more episodes from Stranger Universe. Turn on your notifications to never miss another episode again. Follow us on our social media platforms to stay updated with Mrs. Strange and the Stranger Universe family every day. And now, let us begin. Yesterday, Noah Schnapp uploaded a recap of his year in 2024, and in the photo dump, he revealed several images from the production set of Stranger Things Season 5 when they were filming. We can see the Will Byers chair that we saw a few times throughout the year, as well as this image of Schnapp dressed up as his character for a scene that seemingly takes place inside of the radio station, which you can tell based on the rugged structure on this brick wall. There's also this picture of the military base, with army vehicles in the foreground, and the guard tower in the back, and several blue screens outside of the quarantine zone. That tells me we're going to see a lot of CGI environments outside of downtown Hawkins, maybe a lot of flora and roots from the Upside Down. But there is one photo that stands out amongst the rest, and it is this one right here. It seems to be in the middle of the woods, likely in the Upside Down, since Will Byers will be spending a lot of time there, both in flashbacks from 1983 and in the present day facing his fears. But the thing that catches the eye here is that Will Byers is in a very interesting position, if not a somewhat familiar position. In this shot right here, the camera is framed very similar to the close-ups of Max Mayfield when she was caught in a trance state during the events of Stranger Things 4. Is this an intentional parallel shot? Could it be that Will Byers is going to have his own running up that hill moment in Stranger Things 5? There are fans pointing out that this could be right after the scene glimpsed in the featurette where he walks away from his friends at the table in the middle of the woods. Maybe this will be from the 4th episode, which is titled Sorcerer, a name that could refer to both Will and Vecna. There were set reports earlier this year that Noah Schnapp and Jamie Campbell Bower were filming at night with red lighting effects and fog machines, so it could be from a pivotal scene in Season 5 when Will Byers finally meets Henry Creel face to face. We shall see. In other news, we may have another clue regarding the release date of Stranger Things Season 5, but it's not from the show itself. Instead, it relates to another popular Netflix series, Squid Game. Season 2 just came out on Christmas, and broke opening viewership records for the streaming service. Season 3 is set to be the grand finale, with multiple promos from Netflix combining it with Stranger Things 5 and Wednesday to advertise their competitive slate for the year. However, one of these promos for Squid Game may have accidentally leaked the release date for the final season. Netflix Korea briefly had a video go live that revealed that the South Korean survival thriller will return on June 27, 2025. The video was quickly taken down, but other media and news outlets have picked up on it. Now you may be asking, why is this relevant? The answer is actually very simple. Netflix wants to space out its big releases away from each other, so they don't cannibalize each other. In addition to the aforementioned trio of giants, the streamer also has The Witcher, One Piece, Black Mirror, and You, among many others set to arrive this year with new episodes. 2025 is going to be an absolutely huge year for Netflix due to how all this is lining up, with Squid Game 3 in the middle of summer, and more specifically the Friday right before July 4th. I don't think Netflix will release Volume 1 of Stranger Things 5 later in the month, or even within a 2-month radius. And then you have Wednesday, which we talked about in a previous video regarding how it seems like the clear candidate for the big Halloween title for Netflix. All of this just screamed to me that Season 5 will be saved for the tail end of the year, for a 2-part release in November and December. Trust me, I know it's a long time from now, but I really don't think Netflix will crumble their big three so close to each other. But here's hoping that we get some confirmation pretty soon. Overall, very fascinating times, and that is all that we have for today. What are your thoughts on these updates for Stranger Things Season 5? Today's special shout-out is for Strange Cherai. To get a chance at becoming our next special Stranger Universe shout-out, type it down in the comments section below. Turn on your notifications to never miss another Stranger Universe episode like this one. Join us on our episode premieres to interact with Mrs. Strange and other members of the Stranger Universe family. Thank you all for watching. I am Mrs. Strange, and this is Stranger Universe. Over and out.